Welcome back to Arc Tutorials. In the previous episode in this particular mini series, I had given you top 10 reasons as to why you should choose Bootstrap framework. I'm continuing that mini series and today we will learn top 10 reasons as to why we should choose React framework in our projects. These are my top 10 take. At the end, please do let me know if you feel any other reasons as to why React should be chosen. Alright, so the first and the foremost is that React projects are built on component based architecture, which means that a large complex UIs can be broken down into smaller reusable components. This component based approach is especially helpful when there are multiple teams spread across different geographies. Overall, the modular structure promotes code reusability and maintainability. It's easy to just change a smaller component rather than changing the entire page or the view. That makes it much easy because you can develop fast, you can test fast, and you can modify as needed. The second reason is the virtual DOM. React uses virtual DOM, which means it will only update the necessary parts of the actual DOM, which means the rendering will be faster and the performance will be improved. Updates are usually batched and optimized, which means minimizing unnecessary reflows or repainting of the view or the DOM. That way, your apps or the projects are much faster because of virtual DOM. The third reason is the unidirectional data flow. React enforces a unidirectional data flow, which means it's easy to track and manage changes in your application state. This architecture simplifies debugging and also prevents unexpected side effects. The fourth reason is React Native for cross-platform mobile development. React's versatility extends to mobile app development through React Native. You can write components once but deploy them to either environments, either web or mobile platforms. That means you're writing only once. That means your development time is reduced by half. Even so is the effort. Now the fifth, the reason that I choose is the large and active community. A lot of times you need a lot of plugins or say dependencies, some of the components which are available as part of the bigger, wider, widespread developer community. There are so many resources, tutorials, examples, templates that are available. That means whenever we run into common problems, chances are the solution is already out there somewhere on the web. The sixth reason is the JavaScript ecosystem integration. React seamlessly integrates with other JavaScript libraries and tools. Let's say you want to use Redux, you can use that. You want to use MobX, you can use that. So if you want to use React with other libraries or plugins, you can always extend and use it without any much hassle and seamlessly. The seventh reason is the SEO-friendly applications. Now, server-side rendering and static-site generation capabilities in React allow search engines to crawl and index your content effectively. This results in improved search engine visibility and better SEO performance. A lot of times people think React projects are used only inside the network or firewall, behind firewall, right, in enterprises, but not necessarily. You can build public facing websites with React and you still can have and explore the SEO friendly options which are built as part of the React. The eighth point is a highlight. I'm sure a lot of developers will already agree with me, which is the developer tools and debugging. React's developer tools offers comprehensive insights into component hierarchies, props, and state management, and much more. So debugging really becomes easy when you have real-time monitoring of component behavior. Unlike otherwise, you would have to put console logs to check what is the state, etc., etc. Using React dev tools, you can do that with real ease. The ninth reason, like the React community itself, is so driven that it actually contributes to the framework's evolution and enhancement. The new features are keep on adding to the framework. There are optimizations, there are best practices in place, which means the entire library is stable and it keeps evolving with the required changes and the best practices. The last reason is that it's backed by Facebook and Instagram, which means that it's here for a long run. There is high level of support, stability, and continuous improvements. It's not going to go away anywhere. It's not going to get closed overnight. In fact, as a matter of fact, a large components and these projects at Facebook and Instagram uses React themselves. That means the framework itself is so stable that you can count on it and you can grow your application on React. Those are my top 10 reasons as to why I would recommend React framework for you to use in your projects. In the next episode, I will also do justification of why top 10 reasons to choose Angular. Again, there is no best or there is no comparison between these frameworks. Overall, you have to analyze what are the different options based on the skill set of your team, skill set that you have available, and the technology and the framework and the infrastructure, and then make that decision. There is no right or wrong. Every framework is great in its own term. That being said, thank you so much for joining in this episode. In the next episode, I'll talk about the top 10 reasons as to why you should choose Angular framework. Thank you so much for joining. See you in the next episode.